Hello and welcome to another episode of the Free to Play. It is after the patch, and that doesn't really do much for us. We are on our Free to Play account now, so we don't have any of the loyalty because we haven't purchased anything, and we don't have the Thanatos because we haven't purchased them. But that's okay. We did get 2 million C-bills and an additional mech bay, which brings us to 31 total mech bays. I actually have way more mech bays than I need right now, and that I can actually fill with mechs, which is incredible. We have gotten a pretty good stable of mechs going. We've got our Stormcrow Prime, which I've been using to farm up some C-bills. We're at 25.9 million, so that means it's probably time to purchase another mech. And I need an additional Assault or Light, as I have 5 mediums because I got the Stormcrow. I have 5 heavies because I got the Roughneck. So yeah, I don't care whether or not they're Inner Sphere or Clan, a Light or an Assault. Leave your thoughts in the comments below on what I should purchase next. But also, we got that past event done, and it's even been extended a little bit as far as I know. The quick play and faction play for bills. Oh, come on. Stop taking forever, you silly loading. Ah, here we go. Active events. Yeah, they're still going on. They gave them an extra day or two, basically, to get these. I might get this kills progression, but it's 4 million. It's nice to get, but it's not crazy. The main thing is I got my solo kills. So I got that 500 MC reward for both quick play and faction play. And it puts me at 5,015 MC, which will be basically 10,000 MC value, because what's coming up in approximately a week and a half's time is Cyber Monday, Black Friday sort of sales. Over that weekend, they typically have sales, and they're the best sales of the year. All the hero mechs are going to go on 50% off, so they're going to be a lot cheaper to pick up, especially with this MC that I have been building up. Certain packs of, like say, mech bays are going to probably be 50%, although I don't really need that many of them. I may grab a few. And other stuff like premium time and MC purchases from the website, they typically have a 20% boost to them. So instead of, say, 25,000 MC with the large package, you get 30,000 MC as the just additional MC for the same cost. So if you are looking to purchase something in this game, check back in a week and a bit, because there's probably going to be some Black Friday sales on for it. But for now, we're going to play some Cougar stuff, and I've set it up with some lasers. So we're going to do a pair of heavy large lasers, one on each side torso, and a pair of ER mediums. And that makes it so that the mech sort of fills up with those energy weapons and a bunch of double heat sinks and then ECM in the head. Now, this ECM I don't have fully spec'd yet, and we're going to see what we can do in our skill tree to get that spec'd up. So it's only giving us 30% target range reduction, but it's okay. It's okay for now. I have to do a little bit of armor shaving in here in order to get sort of like the half tons I need in order to get a full double heatsink. So I don't like shaving this much off my leg and my head, but once we get some durability increases from our skill tree, it'll be a little nicer. We get some general experience points here, only 4 points. If we go over to our sensors, that is not enough to get our increase in ECM here, as that is going to cost us 70 at the first and 13 to get the second. That gives us our full minus 75% with our ECM. So ECM is not really doing that much for us right now, but hopefully in the future we'll get that leveled up. And the main thing we're trying to do with this is we have a pair of heavy larges and they do 18 damage. That's a lot of firepower. This little mech, it's a light, but it carries a 50 damage alpha. Our goal is to stay with our heavier mechs, support them as basically extra firepower. Use them to tank for us, and try to be a little sneaky. But let us get into some matches with our Cougar. And moving forward for the first match of the episode, we are on Frozen City Assault. So this is probably actually a good map for us, considering the fact that we're so goddamn hot with these heavy large lasers. Let us try an alpha strike here, make sure we're not going to shoot any of our allies. We are at 0%, and a full burn takes us to 56. Jeez. However, we got a bunch of heat sinks, and we're on a cold environment, so we can refire that fairly often, which is good. Now, the downsides of the Cougar, and actually one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to get it, I kind of wanted to show it off, is that playing clan light mechs that are not the Arctic Cheetah and the Mistlings is entirely different. There's got these slow clan mechs, the Adder, the Cougar, the Kit Fox. These things, you have to play them like almost a heavy, if not a medium, because they just don't have the mobility. I only have 80 kph top speed here. I simply cannot outmaneuver some larger mechs. Like and the average medium goes 80 to 90, possibly even 100. The average light should probably be going 130 or higher. The average heavy, I'd say, is going 60, 70, and the clans more like 80. So heavies are the same speed as me, which is ridiculous. So you have to watch out, and it involves being a lot more predictive with your movement. So instead of being like, oh, I can just adjust and I can maneuver because, you know, I have the mobility to, you have to be going, hey, I'm gonna be left out in the cold here if I don't move now. In 30 seconds, my team is going to be somewhere. I need to start moving now in order to get there on time. That's the sort of a mindset you have to have with this kind of mech. But here, we're just playing defensive. This is good. This is we're not having to use high mobility because we're not only needing to move small durations. We're giving what ECM we do have to our allies, and we are popping up to get some damage down range. Good trade with that linebacker. He just got a little bit of a... barely got me on there. And I got a couple good burns into him. That one was a little bad. It sort of tickled his top, but just good free damage. If your heat capacity is not actively cooling down, like you see I'm sitting at 0% here, and you're in a combat situation, you're probably doing it wrong, because you're wasting cooling capacity when you could be actively shooting at somebody. So I'm just going to pop up so I can just use my heavy larges over the peak there. Just barely not able to get my right one up. But we're just trying to do it the bare minimum here. Kid Fox? Good burn on him. He's got a pair of heavy larges as well as some CERM 6s. Those heavy larges will be a little painful as long as it's CERMs, but we are dragging him into our team here. So he shut down right in the middle of our team, and oh, he got taken out. I didn't need to shoot there. It was a little bad on my part. He did do some damage to us, but we are still alive, and we've traded up in tonnage. He is dead, and we are not. Let us maneuver back onto our little perch here again. Now, this is a predictive thing. We can see the teams all to our left. So I don't want to be on a flank of this mech. I kind of want to be in the center of my team. So I'm just going to start moving, even though there's no real issue with me being on the side. There's no mechs there, but there could be. And if I'm alone, I'm pretty screwed. So we're just going to get out of there, and we're going to keep right in the center of our team. So that way, people are more likely to shoot the assaults than me. Alright. Looks like our team's going to be pushing across here. I'm okay with that. We do have a couple enemy mechs on our far right, going Delta 6. See what that does to our team. Are people going to be turning back and heading back towards our base? I feel relatively safe here, even though I'm out in the open, as I'm not that important of a target. There is this Dire that is heading back. No, it's not dire. It's a Warhawk. My mistake. They look fairly similar. There's this team heading back, so I'm going to go and assist them. Take a hit in our leg, but that is okay. We're going to come around this corner and lay into this Thanny. Help take him out. Excellent. Arctic Wolf in the distance there. Again, we're just going to use our large guys here for some tanking ability. And we'll just put some damage downrange and keep moving. We're going to latch onto our Warhawk here. And we're going to use him as a mobile cover as we move forward. You not going to move forward, Mr. Warhawk? Alright, I'll use the archer then. Move up. Just latch onto this archer and be his little extra firepower. Let's see. There's always that little bit of skill that you need in order to stop your microphone the moment before you sneeze. But we managed to get a nice standing shot on that Arctic Wolf and got a very good tracking shot into him as he was moving across, giving us an easy kill on him. The Mistlinks moved in and took the kill, got that secured, and that's alright. I don't mind losing out on a kill hit as long as we're winning the match. But this Cyclops is distracted, and that is the kind of time we want to just put in some extra damage from the side. And he's down. Excellent. We're 7-2. Things are looking wonderful. Alpha Spider is right leg crit. Call it out. Oh, and he is right leg gone. And he gets destroyed. Just barely in range with these heavy larges. Let's push forward. Take it to the enemy team. As we have cleaned up their push here. They sort of semi-committed. They left a few people back here. And they went and tried to push through Delta 6 in order to go for our base. But having that split, we were able to take advantage of it and now fold in on them with the numbers advantage. That is something I feel that happens a lot in MechWarrior Online, is snowballing. A small advantage will turn into a large advantage fairly quickly in this game. So you don't want to give your enemies that little advantage by going down early, if you can help it. We'll get a good burn in there and get the kill. Next is this Supernova, and he is the last. Excellent burn into him. Free damage, overheating, that is alright, as there is no fear for the rest of the match. He's going to go down, and we win our first match with our Cougar. Let us see what the post-game stats are like, and hey, 465 damage. That is pretty good for a light mech. 1 kill, 8 assists, got 2 kill most damage dealt, and 192,000 C-bills. Well, let us move on to another match with this mech. And for the next match, we are on the new map, Rubelite Oasis, with Domination. I think it's actually the first time I've done Domination on this map. Alright, let us get to the center, start kicking ass. So, I actually really like this map and its implementation. It has a very cool sense of verticality that really isn't on any other map, I'd have to say. The closest you can come to this is the sort of garage platform area in Crimson Strait, where you can be shooting down or up through those holes. You have that feeling of, you know, oh, I'm being shot from behind, but no, it's not from behind, it's behind and up, you know, sort of thing. Here, it's like that, but an entire brawling area. It's really cool, where you can, with these buildings here, you can drop down, you can weave through, but then there's also just so many ways you can flank. Like, I like to say it, it's like fighting in a piece of Swiss cheese, because there's just so many holes and ways that you can maneuver. Now, I'm maybe not enjoying doing the right here. Yeah, it's a little exposed. I'm going to drop. I'm going to get out of here. Would have liked to have a little bit of jump jets in order to cushion that fall. We have our 4 assaults there going hard right side. Maybe I want to go and group up with them. Well, you can see, like here, we can be on top there shooting down or shooting back up. There's a way to go back there and up. There's a way to come here and up. There's a way to go back through there and back up the back. It's ridiculous how many ways you can flank through this map. And with just enough terrain undulation in the center, you can move across the center here without getting spotted from the other side. And it is good. So we're going to hook around here in Delta 6 using a long right flank in order to catch up with our assaults here in the back. And they found an archer, and they seem to be wanting to eat that. I don't know if I want to go through this section here. I think this might be death to me if I go through there. As, yeah, there's enemies in the open. I want to double back where this linebacker is going and go further up in order to meet up with our guys. Ooh, self-kill on the enemy team, but we've already been down one, so it is now even. And we're just going to continue forward. Ooh, good thing I went up. That Stormcrow with streaks would have wrecked me. We're going to meet up with our assaults, and we're going to help them take the fight. Couple ER large lasers there coming out from our Battlemaster. And our guy down there on the bottom has died. I'm kind of worried about people flanking our back here. My ECM was turned off there for a second, so maybe I was in range of somebody with a BAP, and this is getting a little frightening here, but we're going to stay with our assaults, and let's see what we can do. So that Marauder over there, we'll put a good burn into him, get some damage done. This is a hot map, so we have to worry about our heat management, but we're not doing that good in terms of the team.
New target acquired.
Free burn into that summoner. Good hit. Another 50 damage out. Get back here, hide a little bit. We got a cooldown. Unfortunate part. This is definitely not that strong of a design before I get all of my heat efficiencies and my cool runs. And we're just waiting for that cooldown. Keeping my eyes on the back there to watch out for any flankers while I'm cooling down, just because I can. Because that is available to us. Oh, here we go. We got a flanker. Got our little kit fox here. Come back, you little kit fox. But it is 1-8. Things are not looking good. Just unfortunately, our team got destroyed on this map and weren't able to succeed. Oh well, it happens. We'll get back into cover here. Possibly we can get this cicada. Come here, cicada. Is he going to come around this side again? Or is he just going to run away? Oh, didn't get him. I thought I was going to try to get him through the side there. But as the last, we're just going to go down here to the Brawl Cyclops. And can't see fuck all on this new map. I have to disagree. I think there is more than enough visibility on this map, and you just have to get used to it. But, oh well. We lost. Doesn't really matter. 50,000 C-bills. Might as well just slap me for it. Not making any worth. And 216 damage done. But the real check is, how did the team do? What, 216? Looks like I was in the top half, which is good for me and unfortunate for the fact that that occurred. But, oh well. Can't win every match, so let's get into one more with this mech before we end the video. And for the last match of this video, we are on Viridian Bog. Domination. What, he's saying Majestic. Is Majestic in here? Holy shit, Majestic is on the enemy team! What timing? But yes, we're moving forward to get into that center and then try to shoot Majestic the best we can. We definitely need to get some additional cooling on this mech. And we'll be doing a lot of different builds on this Cougar because it is capable of so much. Even though it's a light, it is like the carrying capacity of a light heavy or a heavy medium sort of thing, which is ridiculous. So we're going to move out here. We're going to see who we can see. Put in some free shots there and then get back into cover. They would have seen those laser beams. And we would have been, yeah, expecting fire to be coming towards our direction. shortly afterwards. Let us go... What? Go left? Go right? I like where assaults are, because that is my thing. Let's see what Mr. Nightstar does. Mr. Nightstar goes left. I will go left with Mr. Nightstar. If he does not, I will go right. It's like Silent Hill here, just looking for a creature in the abyss. Getting a good shot out there. Wait for that cooldowns, then we can step out again.
New target acquired.
Get that burn. Ooh, looks like they're coming around our left side. Okay, okay. I think we're just gonna hold here. We're just gonna be defensive. Enemy UAV, it is down. Excellent. Good targeting, people. And I should probably lock my arms for this, but whatever.
New target acquired.
It's some good damage there. That's some medium pulses. Jeez. I don't like being this on the front lines, but if I'm on the front lines, it means I can do some more damage. Just using the heavy larges there. Keeping it... Ooh, he's in his Victor. Majestics. Shooting you, Majestic. Oh, but he shot me back, the bastard. Alright, we're going to get up and we're going to move down this way. We're going to sort of do the quick reverse them. We're not going to go far right. We're going to go right past them and then flip it around and then shoot them in the butts. Let's see, this archer here. He needs to die. Oh, but that CT hit hurt so much. That hit hurt a lot. Okay, I need to run. Bad things are occurring. No, I'm wrong places at the wrong times. Come on, team. I lost one of my heavy larges. It's very unfortunate, but at least I am still alive, and that is the important part. We are getting back here. We'll give our team that tiny bit of ECM we have. Oh, shit. That's is that a strike or an arty? I don't know, but both of them can kill me. It's an arty. Okay, it won't reach me. Back here. That's a strike, though. It was the correct thing there to try to move diagonally. Oh, shit. Those aren't even meant for me. And yet they're hitting me. That UAV taken out. Excellent.
New target acquired.
Oh, more already from the enemy team. Or is that a strike? Can't tell. The team is moving that direction. Can I keep up with them? It is 3-3. I'm not being that useful now because I am so crit. I just gotta baby my mech and wait for an opportunity to pop out and get a shot in. Hopefully using my allies here as basically human shields, but they are dying quickly. Getting out of the way of the summoner as he was retreating. Oh, and there's even a guy right here. Well, things aren't looking good for me. Now, dead. And we get taken out, unfortunately. So, while this mech definitely does have a really strong alpha strike, I'm thinking that it's just not that capable right now, while I don't have a little bit additional speed from speed tweak, and I don't have the heat reduction from the weapons, the firepower tree, and the operations tree. Because I tried this on my main account, and it worked much better than it is now, and that is definitely because I'm missing those efficiencies. It's a little just too hot and too slow for it. But that is just good stuff to learn. Good experience in figuring out whether or not a design works is to take it on the battlefield and learn by failing. So we're going to change up this design probably to something completely different, and maybe we'll revisit the heavy large lasers in the future. But Majestic gets his kill good game to the opponents. And yeah, let's look at the post-game stats and wrap up this episode. We got 252 damage, 60,000 C-bills. Now, the real thing is, how would I do on the team? A little bit, maybe 2/5 up, 1/3 from the bottom. So there, I didn't do that well this match, but that's all right. We will improve in the future. But one last thing before I finish off this episode is in between the matches, I was alt-tabbing and looking at the MechWarrior Online page, and they've just announced that there is going to be another event. And I could have probably seen it if I had looked in the upcoming events tab in the thing down here. So we will go to that as soon as this finishes loading. Come on. Come on. You can load. I know you can. Sweet time. There we go. Future events. There is the Rubelite Oasis and the Thanatos Mech Challenge. So, unfortunately, I won't have the Thanatos because I don't have it on this account. But if you have the Thanatoses and you do damage in those particular variants, you can get some extra C-bills. So that is quite nice if you want some extra C-bills. If you have the special from the collectors, you can get a skin for your Thanatoses. You can get cockpit items if you have the hero, and if you have the reinforcements, you can get some additional C-bills as well. But the main thing for us, something we can do on the free-to-play, is the Rubelite Oasis Challenge, which starts in 13 hours, so middle of the morning for me, and ends in 14 days. So we got 2 weeks to do this challenge, complete 10 matches on the new map, quick play any mode, get 2 million C-bills, and achieve 5 victories on it, 2 million C-bills. So quite easy challenge to do. Typically you're going to win 50-50. You would want to think about you're about going to get 50-50 win-loss ratio. You might get a little bit more if you're good, a little bit worse if you're not as good, but you have 2 weeks to get it. That is more than enough. And that's going to push up people voting on the map, so you're more likely to see it if it comes up as one of the options. But that is going to be it for now. We're going to continue trying to refine this Cougar and get it to just a nasty little brawler that I know it can be. But for now, thanks for watching, and good hunting.